we just start off with that scripture.
Okay. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds."
First and foremost, we want to give all praise to our power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. All right, the house of David. All right, we're Great Millstone, you know, the Great Millstone Memphis branch. All right, and you know, basically, you know, today is so-called Columbus Day. You know, pretty much this has been a stronghold in the minds of a lot of people, you know, for some time now, because this is a so-called national holiday, recognized as a national holiday. But Cristobal, how about to say Cristobal, but that's his real name.
Right.
Cristobal Colon is not to be celebrated. All right. He was a murderer. Okay. A murderer, a pedophile, a sodomite. Okay. An evil man. All right. And basically what he did was did nothing but perpetuate wickedness upon the 12 tribes of Israel, in particular the northern kingdom. Okay, that's why he came over here, and he knew who the people were that he was going to encounter, that he was going to encounter while he was on his way over here. Actually, before he came over here, he already knew. See, they'll give you that fake story that he was on his way to Asia. All right, but somehow he made a mistake and landed here. Nah, man, that's BS. They came over here on purpose because they were sent here by the Spanish crown. Okay. Now we can read that again, bro.
Hey, this is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds."
Right, and the scriptures say the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, because it gives you our weapons when you read in Ephesians chapter 6,
Yep.
the whole armor of the Heavenly Father. Can the brother get that?
This is Ephesians chapter 5.
Chapter 6.
Yep, starting at 13. It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High."
Read up loud, bro.
It says Ephesians chapter 6 verse 13. "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High."
Right, take unto you the whole armor of the Heavenly Father. Okay? And so these are our weapons, the armor or the weaponry of the Heavenly Father, man. Because see, with this, Esau can't touch us. They can't deal with us in the scriptures, man. And by way of the weapons of the Heavenly Father, days like what they call Columbus Day is being exposed. There's a stronghold being broken. All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Ephesians 6 and 13. "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand."
Right. Now the evil day is dealing with the day of the Lord, man. You know? But also a day can refer to time. You know, see, we're in an evil time now, and this truth is going to be the only thing that's going to keep us standing, man. Because see, Yahushua, he's our foundation. He's that rock that we stand on. If you don't have Yahushua as your foundation, you're going to fall. Okay? Now read a little bit more.
Verse 14. "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness."
Right, because see, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it clothes you. That's why scriptures say, "Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments." Okay? Go ahead, brother.
"And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace."
And see, it's more so about the inner man. When you read this, see, you can have as many guns as you want to have. You know, you can have as many guns as you want to have. You can call yourself going to the gun range, shooting, acting like an Edomite, you know. But see, at the end of the day, if you don't have this right here, this weaponry, you're not going to make it. Okay? And it's about that inner man being clothed. Now, you see a lot of Israelite camps, they're all about the outward appearance, but the Lord ain't dealing with the outward appearance, man. That's why Jacob asked us why we don't wear fringes everywhere. You know? Well, in the spirit, the fringes is on our mind.
That's right.
You know? And scriptures say that your heart, your spirit be circumcised, man. You know? It ain't all about the outward, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 16, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked.
Right. Now, the shield of faith, it takes faith to believe that you're a Hebrew Israelite, man. In a world that's contrary, in a world that tells you that you're not every day. It takes faith to believe this, man. But guess what? Now we're dealing with Don Cristobal, or Cristobal Colon. Now, he knew that we were the Israelites. They don't teach you this in school. But Christopher Columbus, he knew that the natives of this region, the indigenous peoples of Canada, North, Central, South America, and the West Caribbean islands, he knew that they were the Hebrew Israelites, man. In particular, of the 10 tribes, what scholars call the lost 10 tribes, the Northern Kingdom. He knew that. Why? Because he read 2nd Ezra, chapter 13. But going back during his time period, he read 2nd Ezra in what they call the Latin Vulgate, you know, which in their Bible is called 4th Ezra, you know. So he read that. He knew that the earth was round. He didn't believe the earth was flat like you fools out there, man. And he knew that the Israelites were in the Western Hemisphere, what they were calling the New World at that time. But he didn't discover anything. There were people already over here. And that was common knowledge, man. Even people traveling to and fro throughout the earth, people coming over here to the Western Hemisphere, that was a common thing in the ancient world. You had what scholars call the Phoenicians, which are Canaanites, who worked for King Solomon. They would come over to the Americas all the time and gather resources, you know, exotic animals. They brought all that back to Jerusalem for King Solomon. But see, the Northern Kingdom, you know, Israelites of the 10 tribes, now it's 9 because Dan was amalgamated among them. Some of them came over here with King Solomon's navy and the navy of Hiram. That's how they knew how to get over here. And eventually, after 722 BC, they set up shop over here. And we're going to get 2nd Ezra 13, you know, to get into all that. And this is breaking down that stronghold of Christopher Columbus, so-called discovering America. He didn't discover anything. He stole it, man.
That's right.
That's all you Edomites are good at. Yep. You know, stealing and deceiving, man, and killing. You know? But yeah, let's get back to that. Go ahead, bro. Finish it out.
Verse 17, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High.
Hey, if you got the helmet of salvation, vocab can't take you out of truth. Because see, us coming back to the knowledge that we Hebrew Israelites, it's the knowledge of salvation. We ain't doing this just to be a bunch of men on the street forever, teaching. Nah, this knowledge leads us to salvation, man. You know, we're not here to be Americanized Hebrew Israelites, to be Westernized Hebrew Israelites. Or we just gonna keep the laws, brother, and we gonna buy some land over there and get married. And we just gonna be in America forever. No, man. We in this to be saved.
That's right.
All right? Because see, this truth is the ultimate weapon that Esau can't tamper with, man. That see, in the scriptures, they can't deal with us. See, they could deal with Jake on a carnal level, because that's their blessing, man. You know? When, you know, for Jakes that want to get violent with them and take us to that level, that with Esau, they want that. You know? But see, when we get into this, see, this is something they can't deal with us on, man.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
But yeah, read the rest of it, bro.
Good. Going back to Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 18, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all preservation and supplication for all saints. And
Right. Now, but it mentioned once again, we have the helmet of salvation. And we have the sword of the spirit, you know, which is the word. See, the word is all we need, man. Okay? A lot of Hebrew Israelite camps got gimmicks, you know. They in this thing to look cute, you know, rap. You know what I'm saying? You'll see things dealing with their organization on billboards. We don't need all that. Music on iTunes, we don't need all that. You got Israelite camps that got apps. We don't need all that. Now, you know, we got a website. You know, Great Millstone has a website. But see, that's on there. So, you know, Akim can get what they need for their camp, you know. You can call it, you can say that their website is there for Israel's camp starter kits, which message to Bishop Nathaniel, the apostles and elders don't charge Israelites, you know, for their information, man. You know, signs for camp, you know, getting posters, you know, let them know how to make garments, you know, Hebrew booklets, you know, Hebrew words. The apostles don't charge us for all that, man. Scriptures say, freely ye have received, freely give, man. And they did that, all right? And that shows you who the real men of the Lord are, because the real men of the Lord actually care, man. You other guys don't care. You in this thing for members and money. Really, you in it for money. And more members means more money. Our apostles and elders and us ain't in it for money, man. We in it for salvation, because we believe in the world to come.
That's right.
All right? But yeah, it said watching and making prayer for all saints, and the saints are Israelites. You know, not a bunch of heathens going to Sunday school, man. You know, going to the Roman Catholic Church or whatever. Nah, it's our people. You know? And Christopher Columbus, along with the other Spanish explorers, different men that came over here to the Americas, they came over here to conquer the saints, to enslave the saints. That's what that was all about, man. You know, brother got a precept.
Come, I do.
All right, let's brother get his first.
This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20.
Oh, that's perfect. Go ahead.
And it reads, He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Now, when you look into the history of Cristobal Colon, actually, you know what? You look at his journal. His journal, you know, but you can look it up yourself. You can do your own homework, but he'll tell you that our people were peaceable. They were very peaceable. You know, the so-called Taino, you know, that they entreated the Spaniards well, man. Nursed them back to life. You know, helped them fix their ships. A lot of those Spaniards were shipwrecked. But see, they looked at our people like, well, look at these compassionate Indians.
Right.
You know, with just one stroke of the sword, we can easily murder so many of them. We can easily subjugate or enslave so many of them. While our people weren't treating them well, they were scheming, looking at how they was gonna conquer our people, man. Once again, his name ain't Christopher Columbus, it's Cristobal Colon. You know? Cristobal means Christ-bearing. Colon means colonizer or conqueror, man. Even the, hey, you deal with the word conquistador. You know what it means? Conquerors, man. Conquerors. Conquistadors means conquerors, man. But you got our people. You got tribe of Issachar, Zebulun. They love these devils, man. Not all of them. Now you got the elect of our people that are waking up, but a lot of them, they in love with the so-called white man, man. When he plainly tells you what he came to do to you. You know? But yeah, read that again.
This is Psalms 55 and verse 20, and it reads, He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
When you look into what the so-called white man did, what the Edomites did, really, that's your biblical nationality. They made over 500 treaties with our people, and they broke every last one of them, man. They broke every last treaty. And a treaty is a covenant. You know? So you think to this day that Esau, Edom, will keep his word? He never kept his word, man. Wake up. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, speaking love. But hey, that's that serpent, man. See, the serpent ain't gonna tell you he's the devil. He's gonna come subtly.
Yep.
You know? He wanna slay you privily. Like this nigga don't even know I got a knife behind my back. He can't see it.
Yeah.
You know? That's how they treated our people, man. You know? With lying words and then they stabbed them in the back. You know? Because look at the populations. Look at the different indigenous populations from Canada to North America, Central America. Excuse me, Canada, North America, Mexico, Central America, and South America, man. All right? Those populations were decimated. The populations of the islands. And you deal with the island of Puerto Rico alone, man. They damn near made our people extinct.
Yep.
They damn near made Israel extinct by what they did, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Finishing up, and it reads, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And that's why we speak about in terms of the devil. The word devil means deceiver, man. You know? You've got that one saying like, man, that's a fork-tongued devil. Or that dude is a snake.
Yeah.
Is he a literal snake? Does he literally have a forked tongue? But we can show you in the Apocrypha, it speaks about a sinner that have a double tongue. Who has a double tongue? A snake. But it's talking about a person, though. They'll say one thing but mean another.
Yep.
They lying to you, man. That's Esau, Edom. And that's how they came to our people. When Israel showed them nothing but love. Because one thing about all the tribes of Israel, one thing they have in common is being very compassionate.
Yep.
Even dealing with man, it's one situation. You got this one comedian on YouTube. I forget his Jake name, bro. I forget his name, but you know that one murder where that one Edomite cop bitch, she killed Jake in his own house.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Named
that.
Amber something.
Yeah. She lived in the apartment, but she went in his crib.
Yeah.
And shot him down.
Shot him in his own house.
Yep.
But it was one Jake. Now I forget his name, bro, but he's a comedian on YouTube. He said all that the time he's been living, he's never saw how people, now you speak about white people, you speak about Edomites, how they can be treated with such compassion and such love when we don't get that from our own people.
Right.
Showing you this is the way Jake is concerning the enemy, bro. Jake is super pacified concerning the enemy. Cause when you go back to that Edomite bitch, it was Amber some, I believe. I forget her name.
Amber Geiger.
Geiger?
Yeah.
Something like that. But she murdered that dude in his own house. And guess what? The family of that Jake was hugging that bitch.
Yep.
They said they forgive that demon. They forgive her. They was hugging all on her. But see, that's Jake.
Yep.
And going back to how Esau Edom was it was so easy for him to conquer us.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, that goes into Christianity too, because that's what it breeds in Jake.
That's what it teaches us.
Yeah, it teaches Jake to be just submissive to whatever, just love everything.
Yeah.
Your enemy just killed one of your loved ones, and here you are thinking you're doing the right thing by giving them a damn hug, man.
Yeah. Well, plantation Christianity will lie to you and tell you love your enemy. Now, that is in the scriptures, that's in the Gospels. But when it says love your enemy, little do you know, it's talking about your fellow Israelite.
That's right.
And not even a regular Israelite, it's talking about an Israelite that's in the truth. They may become an enemy, for a certain period of time. Y'all may be at odds, but eventually the Lord will bring that person back. And y'all will reconcile. That's what it means. That's what it means when it says love thine enemy. It's talking about enemies among your own people, not the damn devil, man. You know? Hey, scripture say, somebody get that in Obadiah for our violence against our brother. Yep. Esau has no hope concerning us, man. They ain't our brother.
Yeah, he broke that covenant.
Yep, that's right.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. So we supposed to be brothers, right? You know, so-called white man, so-called black man, you know, really Esau and Jacob, you know, and I just, when I say black, I don't mean only so-called black. You could say so-called Latino, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American, the tribes, you know. Scripture say, because of what you did to us. Go ahead, brother, read it again.
This is Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Yeah. So there's no reconciling this. There's no way you can make it right. You can't pay us off. You can't give us reparations. Because hey, the word reparations, it means repair. There's no way to repair all the damage you've done to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You can't repay that debt. The payment got to be you.
Yeah.
You got to go through what we went through. All right? That's the only way to make it right. The same thing you did to us got to happen to you now.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, once again, going back to all the atrocities that happened to the 12 tribes of Israel, our populations were decimated. Hey, the Lord said he will leave us few in number among the heathen, where we be scattered. Look at what Esau Edom did to us, man. Hey, when you read about the island of Hispaniola, which was called Quisqueya, it means mother of all lands. In the Hebrew, Kwarakwai Amah, you know? Really, Jake called it that, but really the motherland is Israel, though. But you know, they came over here, they made the Americas like the new land of Israel. That's what the tribes wanted to do. It tells you that in 2nd Ezra. But basically, you go into the book, The Devastation of the Indies by Bartolome de las Casas. He said, when you look at the island of Hispaniola, which is the Dominican Republic and Haiti today, he said it's as if you can fit all the people on the earth on that island. That's how many people were there, man. That shows you those are the tribes. Because what does Jake do? Jake is fruitful and multiplies, man. We went from having millions of people on that island, and that's just of one tribe. Because that was the tribe of Simeon, man. And they said after the Spaniards came, it was only a few thousand left.
Damn.
You know? You went from millions to a few thousand left. You got to pay for that, man. All right? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You're not to be celebrated. Someday on Christopher Columbus Day. Jake just happy if they got this day off, man.
Yep.
It's really not even a day to, like, what are you celebrating? Really, we still in captivity, all right? You know, let's say you off work and you party. You off work, you say I'm gonna have a few drinks, listen to a little music. You partying on the plantation. You got the weekend off.
Right.
We still on the plantation, man.
They gotta go to work tomorrow.
You gotta go to work tomorrow. That's right, man. You partying in a kingdom that don't belong to you, bro. Cause they stole this land. This land, it no longer belongs to the tribes. And that's a message, the tribe of Gad, so-called North American Indians, you don't own this land anymore, man. The so-called white man stole it.
Right.
You know? So you need to look forward to the kingdom of heaven and let this shit go.
Right.
All right?
I got a quick one.
I got one too.
All right. I now give you. I got you.
This is Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Read it again, Bible Shah.
Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
Now who's Gad, man? Gad is so-called North American Indians, man. And Gad means troop, you know? but hey, the Lord said, well, a troop gonna overcome you. Why? Because our people were disobedient, man. You know, we was over here worshiping all types of earth gods and animal gods and, you know, well, what do you call that? It's this one image. I forget what it's called. It has the different
Yeah, it's like
different faces on it.
Yeah, different faces.
Yeah.
It had like an eagle at the top.
Yeah, like an eagle at the top. But Jay was worshiping and believing in all types of madness, man. Now they still believed in the Most High. They believed in the Great Spirit. You know, calling him Yohiwa. Really, they were saying Yahweh. They knew about the Most High, but guess what? The Heavenly Father is a jealous God. They weren't only worshiping the Heavenly Father Yahweh, they was worshiping other gods. So what happened? The Lord sent a so-called white man to conquer our people. All right, for Gad, it was the American cavalry, man. You know? And when you look at all the tribes, we all got conquered by some sect of Edomites. Whether it was the British, you know, the Spanish, the Portuguese, you know, the French, you name it. Look at all the tribes. One thing we all got in conquer, excuse me. One thing we all got in common, we were all conquered by a certain group of Edomites, man. We all conquered by Edomites. You know?
Judah and Israel were pressed together.
Yeah, and we can get that too. You know? All right, go ahead, bro. Finish it out.
It said, Gad, a troop, Genesis 49 and 19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Right, and see, now we in the last. We in the last days, so that's why Gad is going to wake up. You know? They're waking up now. And Gad is going to get the best of you. Just like you got the best of us. You know?
That's a chair right there.
That's it, cherry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The spirit.
I was about to say, they coming now. We see them everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Hey, the fact that the chariots are in the heavens, and you see them like it's normal, basically, hey, we coming into power, man. And us coming into power, that's about to be normal. We gonna rule over you. And then I'm talking about Esau, Edom, and you other nations, man. Right. And that's why Esau is gonna come down with that great wrath, knowing that he have but a short time. So, you know, we gotta take ourselves more serious, take this truth more serious, because, you know, we want the Lord to be with us, even unto death. Because if you gotta die for this thing, we dead already. You know? Life living under Esau, Edom is miserable. Everything's suffering, man. Hey, and one thing Gad knows, we say, bro.
I said hell.
Yeah, it's hell living on Esau. And one thing Gad speaks about, so you know, so-called North American Indians, they all say how the so-called white man is responsible for destroying the earth. You know, Gad says that a lot. How the so-called white man destroyed the earth, and is still doing it. You know, and you got to pay for this, man. But see, Gad, along with the other tribes, are gonna overcome you. Like Elder Malcolm says, man, manifest destiny has a part 2. All right, and this is part 2. Israel rising up, man. All right, go ahead, bro. Yeah, get yours.
All right, hey, this is, let me get a little light, brother. Bible shot. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Wait, remember, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, right? Go ahead, bro.
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
So he never stopped. He never stopped murdering us, man. You know? And look at the 12 tribe sign. Examine all 12 tribes. This happened to all of us. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
That should be cut off forever. All right? So, it's no way, bro. Hey, the Lord's going to avenge our blood, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Right, and you got to think about it. They were not just lynching so-called Negroes, tribe of Judah. They did different things to Gad, different things to Issachar, Ephraim. You know, because you think, like, what type of maniac would cut a pregnant woman's stomach open, take the fetus out, take the undeveloped fetus out, throw the fetus on the ground and stomp on the baby, bro? Or take an infant by the arm or the leg and throw it into the river. You know? Throw it into the river. And hey, Esau was so demented. Hey, read that book, The Devastation of the Indies. They were so demented, they was calling us the devil. See, they were calling us savages. They flipped everything. So-called white men flipped everything. Hey, even dealing with Gad, they call Gad Red Man. They're called so-called North American Indian red man. But Esau, you the red man. Edom, you the red man. But they flip it, you see? Y'all the devil, man. And the fact that the Lord has raised up his people in the latter days, we're living evidence, because this is Revelation 11 right here. And Ezekiel 37. This is living proof that now it's your turn. Okay? It's over, man. The party is over, okay? Go ahead, brother.
I got some.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 33:1.
Damn.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
Yeah, because see, our people, they weren't over here, bothering you. Our people were over here minding their own business. Now, Jake was over here being wicked, committing idolatry, committing human sacrifice, okay? Pretty much, you had tribal warfare, basically gangbanging pretty much. Jake was hating on each other, murdering each other. You even had Israelites putting other Israelites into captivity. But that doesn't change the fact about what you did.
Yep.
You not off the hook.
Yep.
That's right.
Like El Apostle Ariana said, what we was doing among each other, call it a family affair. Call it a family affair. It don't excuse you, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Yeah, we wasn't snaking you, backstabbing you, but see, this had to happen to fulfill prophecy. That's why it happened. And now you're gonna get paid back for it.
Yep.
It's simple as that. So, you Edomites walking around, so-called white privilege, enjoy it. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. You also got that, what they call white guilt, that Edomite guilt, because you know you're gonna pay, man.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of these period pieces, a lot of these different slave movies, you know who the main audience is? Edomites.
That's right.
A lot of times be Edomites in them theaters, man. Crying. It don't matter if you cry, you through.
Yep. Hey, because that put them back in that mindset of rulership, man. That's the reason Donald Trump was so popular, man. Because he brought these Edomites back into that old, that old spirit of we on top.
Yeah.
That old Edomite mindset, man. It ain't never left. Like you going to Sirach 12 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that rust never went away.
That rust
It's the
is right,
same goddamn devil.
That old serpent.
That old serpent. He never changed.
Yeah.
He's still the same devil.
That's right,
but
bro.
Jake, all of a sudden now you think, because, you're able to do, he give you a little bit more freedoms. This devil is different. Oh, it ain't like that no more.
You can drink water.
Yeah. You can drink out the same water fountain now without them throwing a milkshake in your face.
Yeah.
You think they love you. No. It's the same devil, man. He hates your guts, man.
Yeah, hey, just because you a slave on a leash, don't change the fact that you still a slave. You just on a leash.
Yep.
They gave you a little leeway. You got a little room to play in the yard. You still on a leash, all right? Because so-called white man look at our people like they pet. When you look at LeBron James or you look at Jay-Z, that's they pet, all right? You a good nigga because you in line, man. But see, anytime you go against their agenda, you catch hell, you get blackballed.
Yep.
People forget about you. Hey, Kanye losing his damn mind right now.
Oh, boy.
White lives matter.
Yeah. Which, hey, he said white lives matter. Kanye said white lives matter, but I'm gonna say this. At least he being honest.
Right.
Because he wearing that shirt, he really showing how the most Jake feels. Most of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians, you love so-called white man. Only difference is you're not wearing a shirt that say white lives matter, but you feel how that shirt say.
Yep.
Right.
You might as well have a damn shirt on, but you mad at Kanye, Now Kanye bugged out and he threw. At least he being honest though. But you notice as of late, he been getting on the so-called Jews, man. And he said that the blacks are the true Jews. Because he know. But see, he's not gonna do what we're doing. See, this platform of truth is for the prophets. All right? It's really for the prophets. So we don't expect these celebrities to come out here and do what we do. That's not their job, okay? They're gonna do so much, and eventually, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna backpedal. All right?
Yep, like Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Yep. They can't go all the way in and they end up apologizing.
Yep.
You know, they don't want to lose all those benefits, all those goodies so-called white man gave them, that Esau gave them, man. You know, what's his name? Ice Cube.
Yep.
He backpedaled.
Yeah.
You know, all these cats, man. But yeah, let's go back.
Oh, yeah. Back in Isaiah 33:1, when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
And you notice pretty much at this point in time, Esau has the earth right now.
Yeah.
So now you can say he ceased from spoiling, because he got everything.
He got everything.
He conquered the earth. Now is the full fulfillment of that blessing that Isaac gave Esau. The fatness of the earth. They didn't have the full fatness during the time of Greece and Rome. Now they got it. That's why they call it a new world order, one world order. We pretty much in it right now. It's just that they want to put that centerpiece on it. Or they want to crown it. They want to crown it with success, which is that CHIP, the charagma. They're like the finishing touch to their new world order, man. All right? But see, so-called white man, for the most part, has ceased from spoiling. All right? Go ahead, bro.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they should deal treacherously with thee.
Right. So we're going to spoil you. And we're going to be treacherous to you. You're going to know how it feels, man. Okay? Hey, and revenge is a good thing if the Lord is on your side.
That's right.
Revenge ain't bad. You know? It's a time and a season for everything. That's even in
Ecclesiastes 3.
yeah. Say a time to kill.
Yep.
You know, that's in the Bible, man.
Yeah.
You know, but bro, got something?
Jeremiah 30.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead,
You
bro.
got it.
Okay.
Because you wanted it.
Yeah.
This Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Right. So when you deal with the Edomites collectively, it doesn't matter if it was the Portuguese, Spanish, you know, French, you know, Dutch, whomever. The British, they about to get it. Okay? All of them.
All of them.
I don't care if you got Edomite friends. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
And you gotta like relish in that, like how beautiful that's gonna be. And you think about it, because we speak about Cristobal Colon a lot, right? Christopher Columbus, you know, we pretty much always expose him what he did and how he was the devil. He's gonna be somebody's slave in the kingdom. He might be Yahweh Shah's slave or one of the, you know, one of the 12 apostle slaves, you know? He might be one of their slaves. If they don't want him, I'll take him.
Yeah.
Or one of you brothers, you know, y'all get, maybe we might take turns.
Yeah.
But you got him for the week.
Yeah.
And I'll get it next week, you know? Hey, man, it's beautiful, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee.
Hey, so as far as reparations, that happens in the spirit, okay? In the spirit, our spirit needs to be repaired, man. We need to be repaired as a people.
Yeah. Right.
Restored as a people. It's a spiritual thing, a spiritual restoration of Israel. And then next is the physical.
Yep.
And that's what Yahweh Shah is coming back to bring.
That's right.
Heaven on earth for the Israelites. He's going to restore the kingdom to Israel when he comes back, man.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds.
That's why Yahweh Shah, he's known as the physician. He's the physician. He said that. You know? Hey, he had said the physician cutteth off a long disease. You know? So-called white man, Esau Edom, has been a long disease. We're going back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Going back to the serpent.
Yep.
Up until now, and the Lord's gonna cut them out. You Edomites are cancerous, man. Once again, look what you did to our people, and look what you did to the entire planet Earth.
Man, he got to be eradicated. That's the only way.
That's the only way.
Like with cancer, what you got to do with it? You just got to get rid of it.
You
You
gotta
got to
cut
cut it out.
Yep.
You got to get rid of it, man. So this man was created to be the cancer of the earth,
That's
man.
it.
You know, he is the wicked. So he got to go, man.
Yep.
Ain't no other way around it.
Because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
Basically forsaken. You know, niggas. Nobody care about them. You know, Scripture say we are a nation not desired.
Yep.
You know, it says how all thy lovers have forgotten thee. Ain't nobody checking for us, man. You know, nobody give a damn. Nobody cares about your plight, your problems. Hey, what is Psalm 73? It say how they speak wickedly concerning oppression. Esau speak wickedly concerning oppression. So we talk about slavery, oh, that was so many hundreds of years ago. Get over it.
Yeah.
Get a job. No, we're not gonna get over it. Every year, y'all bring up the damn Holocaust.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, 9/11.
Or 9/11. Every year.
Every year.
But they were just talking about it last month.
Yep.
9/11. Forget about that. So, hey, you're not gonna forget about that. We ain't gonna forget about this, man.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents.
Meaning what? He's gonna gather the 12 tribes of Israel together and bring us back to our land. Gathering the tents or the dwelling places is gathering the people. We are people before we're a place. Go ahead.
And have mercy on his dwelling places.
Right.
And the city shall be built upon her own heap.
But with its own people. Hey, a beautiful scripture, man. Jeremiah 31-24. Can somebody get it?
Yep, I got you.
Just want to be more on point, you know?
Jeremiah.
Because, hey, the 12 tribes of Israel are going home, man. We going home. And each tribe is going to go back to its original inheritance. You know? Hey, it's even going to be so far out, even Levi going to have their own inheritance, man. Because, you know, Levi, that was pretty much in the outskirts of Israel. Like, that was, you know, on the outside of each tribe's inheritance, because Levi were the priests. So they would live in the suburbs. But see, they're going to have an inheritance. And now we're going to be a kingdom of priests in a holy nation. Kings and priests, man. All right? But go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 24. And there shall dwell in Judah itself.
That shall dwell in Judah itself. And that shows you Judah is not in Judah right now. Now look over there in the land of Israel today. You got a bunch of damn bastards pretending to be us, man.
That's right.
A bunch of damn identity thieves pretending to be us. Okay? Scriptures say that shall dwell in Judah itself. The Lord giving you a clue that the people of Judah are not in Judah right now. Judah had an inheritance in the land of Israel, man. All right? So this letting you know eventually all the tribes are going to go home. You know, Judah going to go back to their inheritance. You know, tribe of Gad going to be, you know, had their inheritance. You know, Reuben, other tribes. You know, Ephraim, you had, you know, the northern tribes. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
And it reads, and all the cities thereof together, husbandmen, and they that go forth with flocks.
Right. Hey, we gonna have our own land. If you got flocks, you got cattle, you gotta have a lot of land to raise that cattle. You know, we're gonna have cattle and we're gonna have slaves. We're gonna have an inheritance. That's real wealth. Because real wealth reproduces itself, man. It's ongoing. It's not a bunch of damn paper money that you constantly reprint, you know, that loses its value, man. We're gonna have real money. People, land, cattle, all right? Resources, you know, the earth.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the earth, man.
Oh, shit. That's Psalms, the second
Did
chapter.
you wanna get it?
Yeah.
All right. And we also gonna go back to the topic dealing with Christopher Columbus. He didn't discover anything. Once again, he read 4th Esdras in the Latin Vulgate. You know, he read it. He read 2nd Esdras 13. All right? Brothers get their precepts. And we probably can end off on that too. We'll just get everything else and then we'll end off on that.
I got one. This is Ephesians 2:12. I got you. That at that time ye were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Aliens or foreigners or strangers. meaning you lived outside the land. So this applies to us, okay? We were scattered. But this shows you we are those Gentiles these letters are written to in the New Testament. The Gentiles in the New Testament are Israelites that lost their way of life, their manner of life, lost their heritage. And message for vocab, the heritage is not only the land. Let's prove it. Can somebody get Isaiah 54 and 16 on down? Read that again.
This is Ephesians 2 and 12, that at that time you were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Go ahead.
And strangers from the covenants of promise.
Because they didn't know about it. They grew up not knowing. We were scattered. A lot of our, men grew up uncircumcised, eating pork, living like heathens. Yeah. Same thing today. But the Lord still came for them. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Having no hope and without Yahushua in the world.
Right.
But now in Yahushua, ye who sometimes were afar off are made nigh by the blood of Yahushua.
Ye who were far off, those that were scattered, are brought back by Yahushua's blood. What's that, Revelation 5 and 9? Thou hast redeemed us. Thou hast redeemed us to our God by thy blood out of every kindred, tongue, people, and nation. Why or how? We were scattered among them. It's that simple, man. It's 54 and 17. Isaiah.
Quick one,
Okay,
too.
you got it.
Just to go laying back off of what you just said. This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 20. It says, for ye are bought with a price, therefore glorify your body and your spirit, which are the Most High's.
Right. You bought by what? Yahushua's blood. Hey, scripture say, and also in the book of Isaiah be having some heat, man. It says, ye shall be redeemed without money. Bought back without money. Hey, Deuteronomy 28:68, it says how we were going to slavery again on ships. Ain't talking about ancient Egypt. It's talking about America, the new Egypt. We in Memphis, man. You got the damn pyramid down the street. So this that new Egypt. All right? But it says you should be sold as slave men and slave women. And it says, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall redeem you. No man shall save you out of this situation. But that's where you get Yahushua. Yahushua, the Messiah, he's not an ordinary man. He's going to be the one to save us up out of this, man. Oh, Isaiah 19. The Lord shall send us a Savior and a great one. That's going to save us out of Egypt. Save us out of America, man. But yeah, we were bought back by Yahushua's blood. And it's for all the tribes. So this ain't a black thing. It's an Israelite thing.
That's right.
All 12 tribes, man. Every brother ain't Judah. Hey, you got Kanye. Kanye, he be bugging out. Because Kanye, a while back, he was speaking about the 12 tribes of Judah. Ain't no 12 tribes of Judah, man. It ain't a black thing, it's an Israelite thing, bro. Judah is one tribe, all right? What about the other tribes? But let's go. We got some.
This is Isaiah 54 verse 17, and it reads, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
No weapon that's formed against us shall prosper. Once again, breaking down strongholds. All right? Esau got their weapons and we got ours, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, bro.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
Yahushua said that. He will give you a mouth of wisdom. Your adversaries will not be able to gainsay or resist. You see that? The Holy Spirit, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh.
Wait a minute, this ain't the land?
This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh.
So our heritage is not only our land, it's our way of life that we lost. We didn't only lose the land, we lost who we were. But we not upset, just a bit, Jake excited. But vocab is paid off to say what he says, man. That dude is funded. He's funded. There's no way you can travel to all these different Israelite groups if you're not set up, man. That dude is set up. But go ahead, bro.
And their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
And that's what they hate, because they want us to be like them. We ain't your pet, Esau. All right? But got something?
Yeah, I got Micah. Salaki.
Kind.
Micah 2.
Okay.
All right,
I got
this is Micah 2, and I'm gonna start at the top. It says, the water, brother.
Yeah.
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
Right. They're talking about the elite Edomites. All right? The international banking families. They work evil upon their beds. They do different things in secrecy against 12 tribes, man. Plotting our downfall. Because conspiracies are real. It's a real conspiracy. They want to destroy us from off the earth. Columbus tried to do it.
Yep.
Like, I mean, goddamn, like, even he tried to do it. To this day, Esau still can't figure out how you Israelites are still alive after all he's done to you, man. You ain't supposed to be here. But we are supposed to be here pursuant to the Lord's prophecies. The Lord made us survive.
Yep. Oh, and came back into the truth. It said, I will set them in order
before thine eyes. Yeah.
The Lord.
Yeah.
But not only
that's a double hit.
Still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lord is dealing with us, man.
Right. Yeah, the Lord beautiful, man.
Yeah. It says, verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence.
And they covet fields. Covet meaning desire. They lust for it, man. You stole this land. So Columbus ain't discovered shit. He stole it. He coveted that land, man. The island of Cuba, the island of Hispaniola, Dominican Republic and Haiti today, the island of Jamaica, the Bahamas. These are the regions where Columbus traveled to. So the Spaniards, that was coveting fields. And you forced our people to labor for you, man.
Yep.
You got to pay for all that. It's a lot of blood in this land, bro. This whole region, the Western Hemisphere is covered in blood, man.
Oh, that's numbers. Cause hey, you can't cleanse this place. America can't be saved. It tell you that in Jeremiah.
Yep.
We would have healed Babylon.
She's not healed. Yeah.
She cannot be healed. Man, there's too much blood here.
Yep.
Hey, that's all they've been.
Yeah. No, you're right. It tells you that since you said that, Revelation 17. We speak about the saints earlier, right? The saints. Just real quick, somebody get Revelation 17. And in verse 6.
This is Revelations chapter 17 and verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Now who's that woman? That woman is America. Yep. America is being personified as a woman. America is Babylon the Great, the whore that rideth the beast. Okay? America was drunken, or is drunken, with the blood of the saints. Who are the saints? Somebody get Psalm 148, 14.
You got it.
I got it. This is Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people in the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord.
Yeah, so America, Babylon the Great, is drunken with the blood of the saints, which are the children of Israel. Look at what happened to us, man. To all 12 tribes. Okay? But hey, you read that in Revelation 17, but you read in the book of Daniel 7, it tells you the same thing. How that same the horn, that little power, America made war with the saints and overcame them. But see, now we're in a time where the Lord is exalting our power. America's being brought down, and now we coming up.
That's right.
He exalts the horn or power of his people. That's why we're standing up. We're standing on our feet, man. And this is happening all throughout the entire planet Earth. Okay?
I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Right. So very soon, we're going to have world domination. The 12 tribes of Israel are going to rule the entire planet Earth. That's why it tells you in the Psalms, the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek are the Israelites. We in the lower state right now, man. Ain't talking about no poor, homeless Edomites. That are the meek. We the meek. You know? I got something?
I got this one.
All right, go ahead.
This is I'm gonna get this one. This is Deuteronomy chapter 25 and verse 17. And it reads, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt. Verse 18.
Yeah, they pretty much snuck us. Like somebody, you know, they sucker punch you, or they get you where you weak. Because so-called white man is a coward. And he's always been like this all throughout history. Even when you look at what the Spaniards did to our people, you know, whether it be the Taino, whether it be the Aztecs, whether it be the Incas, the Maya, they would sneak them. You know, the men would probably be off somewhere. Esau Edom with his red stinking ass would enter the village at night where the women and children are sleeping and murder them, man. They never changed. Like brother said earlier, man, that old serpent, man. You know, you got it, bro.
Verse 18, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindermost of thee.
Right, so those are people that were behind in the camp. It's talking about when Israel came out of Egypt. So the Israelites that was far in the back, you know, because it was millions of us that came out of Egypt, man. It was millions of us. So you can only imagine, you got so many Israelites in the front, but you got Israelites in the back getting attacked by Amalek, which are the fake Jews today, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, even all that were feeble behind thee.
Oh, all that were feeble. Those of us that were weak. They couldn't defend themselves, man. This is what Esau did. This is the legacy of Esau. All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not the Most High.
Come on now. Hey, that's Esau face all day. They don't fear the Most High, man. Because not even other nations would do that. They would at least give us a fair fight. You know? Let you rejuvenate yourself. Wait till you get your strength. Not attack you when you're weak. That's what Esau did, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 19, therefore it shall be when the Lord Yahweh thy power have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about.
This is getting ready to happen. We're in a time where the Lord is about to give us rest from all our enemies. Go ahead, brother.
In the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance.
We about to go back to our land, the land of Israel. Go ahead, out.
To possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from up under heaven, and thou shalt not forget it.
Yeah, so that's extermination. Eventually, you Edomites are going to be exterminated. You know, dealing with, hey, the legacy of so-called white man, and hey, today's so-called Columbus Day, which now is pretty much over, all right? But this devil is being remembered. He's being venerated as if he's honorable. You honoring a damn murderer and a pedophile and a homosexual, man. You know? But see, that's what's celebrated. It's Esau world. There's more proof this Babylon the Great, man. You know? But see, the Lord is countering that. Because they also call today Indigenous Peoples Day. You know? Which is our people. Our people, you know, they're celebrating themselves instead of you. About what they did. Not about what the so-called white man did. But the point is, eventually, Esau Edom is going to really pay for what he did to us. Once again, remember how they decimated our populations. Destroyed so many of us. Even going far back to Egypt. When we came out of Egypt. Was going through the wilderness. What they did. The Lord talking about it. All right? They got to pay for all that. Yeah. See, they attempted to exterminate us. We really going to exterminate them. They attempted to do it. They made an effort.
We're going to show them what to do.
We're going to show them how to do it. Pursuing Obadiah 18.
Yeah,
you know? Down there, bro. Okay, wait up.
Hey, this is Nahum 1. This is Nahum 1. And I'm going to start at 2. It says, the Most High is jealous and the Lord revengeth.
Yeah, because people, hey, you got people in the church say, God don't get jealous. Man, what Bible you reading?
Right.
Not my God. You don't know the Most High. All right? The Lord is jealous over his people. You know? He gonna pay you back for what you did to us, man. What he say? He didn't touch of you, touch of the apple of his eye. It's like you poking the Lord his pupil. All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, the Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
And you know, this is the reason why World War III, that third woe is going to take place. It's all about the controversy of Zion. All you nations that had a hand in our enslavement, in our pain, you know, in our sorrow, the Lord going to gather all you up in the valley of Yahweh's judgment and judge you all at the same damn time and make you shoot missiles on each other because of the controversy of the Lord's people. Okay? That's why that's going to happen, man. And the Lord, hey, this is beautiful. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3, it says, the Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
You not getting off the hook. He will not at all acquit the wicked. He's not going to let you go. It's like in your court system, you don't let Jake go.
Nope.
You know, Jake don't stand a chance, all right? The Israelite man and woman, but mainly the Israelite man, so-called black man, so-called Latino man, so-called Native American man, so-called Hispanic man, does not stand a chance in your system. You're not going to stand a chance in ours. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, the Lord have his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Talking about those chariots, you know, so-called UFOs, which they showing up every day now, all right? The Lord will come with that huge fathership and tells you in Zechariah, it's going to enter into the house of the thief. America. Remember, you covered fields. You stole this land, man. This is the house of the thief. And you stole the Lord's people. And what scripture say? He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand.
Yep.
We
Still in his
Surely
hand.
put the deal.
Man.
Surely.
You got a lot to pay for.
You got a lot to pay for.
That's why we always say, man, hey, it sucks to be an Edomite right now. It goes back to Lamentations 4.
Yep.
Live it up, man. If you an Esau, man, you better live it up right now. Because, hey, you ain't got nothing but hell coming to you, man.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over with, man.
Yep. Amen. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shah. Hey, man. Hey, we got to be grateful we Israelites, brothers.
That's right,
you know?
man.
And for you sisters out there.
Yep.
But Lord willing, we of the house of David.
You
You know, for the brothers, man. Lord willing, we of the elect, you know? Go ahead, bro.
I got a precept for you. This 2 Thessalonians 1:6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Hey, you got that one song by James Brown, The Big Payback? Dun, 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 revenge! Payback! Hey, you getting down for that song. Well, the big payback is coming to Edom.
That's right.
And you other nations, but mainly Esau. It's mainly for you. Because you took it the furthest, man.
Yep.
That's why after the 1,000-year period, the other nations, they're going to get a fair shake. You know? You know what I'm saying? They going to be all right. But you, we going to deal shrewdly with you. We going to wipe out your remembrance from under heaven. Meaning what? We're going to destroy the seed of Edom.
Control, alt, delete.
Yeah, control, alt, delete. Because if you get rid of the seed, you no longer can reproduce.
Right.
You're remembered by your progeny, your offspring, your sons. Your sons, that's your legacy. We're going to get rid of the legacy of Edom. There's going to be no more Edomites after that 1,000-year period of slavery, man. All right? That's
Yeah. This is Numbers chapter 24. I'll start at 17. It says, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now.
Yeah, see, you Edomites are going to find out you're not important to the Lord. Okay? You're not going to get close to the Lord in the kingdom of heaven. All right, go ahead, bro.
There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of
The
Israel.
star is the Messiah, whom you call Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. The word star means an illustrious prince. You know, because he's illuminated. He's a power under his heavenly Father Yahweh, all right? Go ahead, bro.
It shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Seth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession of his enemies.
Because, you know, when you think about what Cristobal Colon, which means Christ-bearing colonizer, so-called Christopher Columbus, what he did to our people, he enslaved and murdered our people.
Yep.
So now it's going to come back. All right? It's a boomerang effect, you know? Go ahead, bro.
And Israel shall do violently.
Israel shall do valiantly. We're going to take vengeance on our enemies. All right, go ahead.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable.
Hey, you notice, because see, hey, the Lord be getting down, man. You know, the Lord be getting down. And this is Balaam, which Balaam is a Midianite. But see, the Lord gave him visions about what's going to happen in the future. All right? So all of a sudden, the spirit changed gears and went to Amalek. You know? So we ain't forget about you, Amalek.
Right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
And he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his letter end shall be that he perish forever.
Right. That goes for Amalek, which is the top tribe of Edom, the so-called Jewish people today, but also the entire nation of Edom. You know? It begins with that head serpent, but the whole snake got to go. Yeah. Not just the head of the snake, the entire snake got to go. You know? All Edom. All right? The brother get Numbers 35 and 33, and we can, you had something?
I had Revelation 13.
Well, yeah, let's get that first.
Okay. This is hold on. This is Revelation 13 and verse 9. It said, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And when you deal with the context of the scriptures, this same chapter lets you know that Esau overcame us. They overcame the Israelites. Hey, go back to it. Can you jump up? Where you at?
I was at 13 and 9.
Well, yeah, if you could jump up to verse 5.
Okay. This is Revelation 13 and verse 5. It says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in the heaven.
Right, speaking about when Esau came back into power, his deadly wound was healed. So we're living in the revival of the ancient pagan Roman Empire. Okay? That 42 months is 3.5 years, but in the spirit it represents 350 years. From 1620 to 1970. You know? That's what it goes into. Or you could say from 1619 to 1969. All right? But basically, during that period, that's when Esau, Edom had Israel in complete subjection, man. But see, you know, after the late 60s, that's when the truth came out. By way of High Priest Abba Bivens, which we believe that to be, Abba Bivens, we believe that to be John the Baptist. All right? That's when his truth started going out, you know? But the point is, Esau, he really got it in on our people, man. Okay? But see, we live in a time where the Lord is giving us a release. And we're looking forward to our release date. So, as of right now, we still under this devil, man. Okay? We keep reading.
All right. It says, verse 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Now, slavery is an act of war. All right? So going back to 1619, you know, even up until now, because we're still in slavery. Even if you don't got the chains on, we still in slavery, man. Okay? Esau made war with the saints. It tells you the same thing in Daniel 7. Yep. Slavery is an act of war. We're POWs. We're prisoners of war. You know, we got your last name. We speaking your language. We going to your school, wearing your clothes. You know, believing in your philosophies. Now, the Lord brought us out of that. But the point is, we're still in your system. So you made war with the saints. Who are the saints? We read it earlier.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, bro.
It says to make war with the saints and to overcome them.
Right, it's slavery. So go back to 13 and 9.
Revelations 13 and 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So there's nothing mystical about this. It's nothing parabolic. You know, this ain't a metaphor. No, this is literal. Because what you did was literal. You actually did that. So it's actually going to happen to you. You know? It's not a dark saying. You know, you going to slavery just like we did.
Yeah.
You're going to be put to death just like we did. So we can get Numbers 35.
This is Numbers 35 and 33, and it reads, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Right? Read some more. The next
Verse 34. Yeah, verse 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord Yahweh dwell among the children of Israel.
He dwells among the children of Israel. So although Jake was over here going off, you know, doing what they were doing, you still not off the hook, Esau. You're not being acquitted. You're not getting away with it. Because we're still the Lord's people. You got to pay for every single thing you did to us, man. You know, the land can't be cleansed of all this blood that's in it, but by your blood. So your blood got to flow. Yeah. It's going to flow all throughout the streets of America, man. You know? And that's why America is going to be completely wiped out. Right. Completely destroyed by those nuclear missiles, man. That's the Lord cleansing our blood. All right? That's it. That's second Ezra 13, 39?
39. This is second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 39. It says, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him.
The he is talking about the Messiah, whom the world called Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushai. All right? He gathered another peaceable multitude unto him. Now, who is that peaceable multitude? Can somebody get St. John 10 and 16? It's going to say who it is, but just, you know, to further edify. All right?
This is John chapter 10 and verse 16, and it reads, and other sheep I have which are not of this fold.
And other sheep I have which are not of this fold.
Them also I must bring.
That's that peaceable multitude. All right? Because the Lord knew there were other tribes outside of the land of Israel. There were other tribes outside of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. He knew the other tribes were already in the Americas. Going back to what we read here in Ezra. And Columbus knew this too. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Finishing up, and it reads, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Pursuant to Ezekiel 37. Us becoming one stick. You see, look at the 12-tribe chart or 12-tribe sign, 12-tribe plank. That one piece of wood with all the tribes on it. It's happening. We're being united. A united kingdom again, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is back in 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
And you can look in this history you read in the Old Testament, 2 Kings chapter 17. It tells you what happened. All right? You know, the northern kingdom, beginning with Ephraim and Samaria, they were led away captive. During the reign of Hosea, which is a king that was in Israel, a king of the northern kingdom, during that time, Israel got led away captive by Shalmaneser V. And there were different deportations that would take place. It was different time periods where these Assyrian kings would deport Israel out of the land. You had Sargon, you had Tiglath-Pileser III. But see, Shalmaneser V, he did it the most. He did it the worst, all right? And it's spiritual because yesterday, you know, before the Sabbath had came in, yesterday I had picked up this one guy who's from Iraq. Now he had a Middle Eastern name, you know, but I believe that guy was an Ephraimite. He said he was from Iraq. Now Iraq, that's where Assyria was. And his spirit, he didn't come up like an Elamite or Ishmaelite. He came up like an Israelite, you know? Even how how he looked too. And you'll notice certain Northern Kingdom, Jake, in particular, like you look at Ephraim and Manasseh, a lot of them, like they'll have that so-called Middle Eastern look, you know? They may look like Ishmael a little bit, or Elam, you know? But we're from the Middle East anyway, all right? But just letting you know, there's a lot of our people that's still over there. But the majority of them came over here to the Americas, all right? Go ahead, bro.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 13 and 40 again. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them out of the waters.
He carried them over the waters.
Salakia, over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took his counsel amongst themselves. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
Right. Leave those Assyrians, which basically was they carried them over the waters, because you have the Euphrates. I know you had the Euphrates and the Tigris. You had the word Mesopotamia. I gotta look it back up. It's Mesopotamia was another word that basically means the land of the two rivers, you know. But this actually happened, man. This actually happened to our people after the death of King Solomon. And after those different Israelite kings would rule, Jake became wicked, you know. So the Lord had this happen. But it's beautiful because it shows you that that's us though. All right, go ahead out.
It says that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Which are the Americas. Now, I mentioned how you had the so-called Phoenicians, the Canaanites, those Zidonians, etc. They came over here to the Americas, but they didn't stay here. They didn't live here. Now, they left different landmarks. For example, those Olmec heads. But see, they use that to navigate so they can remember where they would travel to. All right? If you're a merchant man that's on ships, you do different things to help you navigate, to guide you. All right? They did that. They left different landmarks, but they didn't live over here. All right? Go ahead, bro.
And it reads, verse 42, that they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land.
That's why you see so-called Native American Indians wearing fringes. All right? That's why they would keep certain customs, man. Have different high holy days similar to the Passover. A feast of corn. Or dealing with corn, you tribe of Issachar and some of the other tribes making those corn tortillas from scratch. That's unleavened bread. They would have a separate house for that woman. A man would have a separate house for his woman, if she's on a period. Where they get that from? They would circumcise their sons. Where they get that from? Once again, calling the Most High the Great Spirit. And they knew him by name too. Etc., man. If you go to Los Lunas, New Mexico, they got the Decalogue stone. Which Decalogue, that's the Greek way of saying 10 Commandments. You got the 10 Commandments stone in Los Lunas, New Mexico. Who did that? Right. That was Gad, man. And they could have been Gad or Issachar, because it's in New Mexico. But that they might there, in the Americas, keep their statutes. You see that? In Ohio, you got a 10 Commandment stone. It's all, you know, Hebrew writing. You got the Back Creek Stone in Tennessee. You got Hebrew on it, Paleo Hebrew on it. But that's all over the Americas, man. We give you examples, but it's all over the Americas. And different things in the spirit to show you we the tribes. All right? Go ahead out.
And it reads, and they entered into Euphrates by narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them.
The Most High then showed signs for them. Now, who was good at reading the signs or the constellations? The tribe of Issachar. You know, you had those the Mayan elders. You know, they made that calendar. You know, but Issachar was good at reading the signs of the heavens, man. You know, yeah. So star constellations. Go ahead out.
And hell stilled the flood till they were passed over.
And the Lord could do that. Did not He open that? You know, the Red Sea, well, the Gulf of Suez to be, you know, exact. But he opened the water for us, so you know, so we come out of Egypt. He opened the Jordan River. We crossed the Jordan River on dry ground, man. So He held still the flood, so we can get over here to the Americas, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
And it reads, for through that country there was a great way to go.
Through that country, meaning to get to that country. Go ahead.
Namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Ashrath.
Asareth.
Asher. Say it Salaki. Say it one more time.
Asareth.
Ashereth.
Right. Hey, you in that you in that 1611.
16,
yeah. The 1611, man. It kind of, you know.
Asherah.
But yeah, Asareth, which Asareth, that's a compound Hebrew word. Aradazah Acharath. Aradazah is land or earth. Acharath is another. So another land. Okay? Another land, which are the Americas, man. Matter of fact, hey, can somebody get Deuteronomy 29? And Salat 29 and verse 27.
In verse 27. This is Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 27.
And read it to 29.
All right. This is Deuteronomy 29 and verse 27, and it reads, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against this land to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book.
Man, those spirits acting up. Y'all can hear our background. While we going into this, man, those spirits wilding right now.
Verse 28.
So I read it again, brother.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 27, and it reads, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against this land to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book.
And it's so heavy, that was written during the time where it hadn't even happened yet. It didn't even happen during that time. But eventually it happened though. So that was prophecy. You know? And the Lord got so pissed, He got mad with all the tribes. Not just the northern kingdom. He got mad with all of us. Ain't none of us collectively in our land right now. Now you got a few Jakes that went back over there, a few Israelites, but collectively, us as a nation, we're not in our land. That's going to be fulfilled when Yahweh Shah comes to save us. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 28, and the Lord rooted them out of their land in anger.
He rooted them out of their land in anger. Go ahead.
And in wrath, and in great indignation, and cast them into another land.
And cast them into another land, which is what? Asareth. Aradazah Acharath. Another land. Go ahead, bro.
As it is this day.
And we still here. We still here. Come on now. Yeah, we are yet this day in our captivity. That's real.
Verse
Right.
29. Verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
Yeah. That's it, brother. That's it. Hey, we finished it, Ezra.
Finishing off 2nd Ezra chapter 13. in 46,
Go ahead, bro.
it says,
Stay on point.
they indwelt they there until the latter time,
Yep.
and now when they shall begin to come.
Right, so basically what happened is, now our people still over here.
Yep.
They still over here to this day. You look at Canada, North America, Mexico, Central America, South America, the islands, we still here. But see, the Lord, he tells you how it took place. You had, you know, a group of our people that came over here the first time to test it out. And when they seen that it was good, then the rest of them came. You know, now some of them stayed. You had a small dispersion of our people that stayed in the land of Israel, that stayed in Assyria, but the majority of them came over here. All right, go ahead, bro.
And it says, verse 47, the high shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's it, brother. So, hey, with that, hey, Salak, man. Hey, this is the truth that we believe in, brothers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is it. Hey, that's why them demons mad. Hey, we gonna end off, man. We wanna give all praise to our power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honor to all the apostles and all the bishops of Great Millstone who still well. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. And with that, we gonna say, Barakatah Yahweh.
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 Barakatah
Barakatah Yahweh.
Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Ba'ashem. Rakah. Qudash. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Rakah. Qudash. Abad. Babal. Tawada. Tamyad. Tawad. Aman. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.
DTA.
DTA.
Yep. DTA soon.